We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Brewers and the Thunder. Boston find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. J.J. Zemecki, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Stepping into the box, Bo Law, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, Bo Law.
Now the pitch. Popped him up. Otto ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the first baseman, Nate Lacy.
In now, Nate Lacy, and he has been, pardon the cliche, en fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Zemecki is sitting on 49 career pitching victories coming into this one, so potentially looking for number 50 here. Lays off the slider that time, 2-1. Looking at his career totals, Lacy is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cannon is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for route number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Mike Weir.
Digging in, Mike Weir. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
And that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. To the plate now, Landon Roberts. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball 1. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Cameron Morrison, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he was a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Settling in now, Brian Cannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Standing in now, Milton Otto, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Cannon stands at second with no outs. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
At the plate, Scott Franchise, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Nobody out, runner on first. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Mike Hayes.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Hayes. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the stretch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hayes playing here in his home state of Texas. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, he has seen it all. I don't know if he's old school, new school, middle school, whatever the case may be. He's seen an influx of all different types of players, all different mindsets, how to hit, how to pitch. This guy has officially seen it all.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Mike Hayes becomes out number 2 this inning. So now to the plate, Saul Worthing, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Now to the plate, Hal Hale. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Lacey is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. Tennessee is on top here, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Connor Plank, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Connor Plank.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
That is it. The second baseman, Rocket. Whoa.
At the plate, Rocket Crow. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch.
Nope, ball.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Popped him up. Hale backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting 7. The catcher, Todd Nellis.
So striding in, Todd Nellis, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
The 0-1 pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Michael Lopez.
Third baseman, Michael.
Ready with the first pitch.
Lopez.
Here it comes.
Ball.
The 1-0. Very high, 2-1. Morrison has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Into the box, Tiny Ryan, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And no one can get there as it falls.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third. Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
And there are runners at the corners now. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And he popped him up. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Right fielder, number 22.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate now, Brian Cannon. Fooled him there, and a little pop-up to the right side. Lacey is under it, no problem, one away.
The batter, the first baseman, Milton Otto.
Stepping up now, Milton Otto. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0.
2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Fouled away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. He loses him on ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now batting, Scott Franchise. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's in. Ball.
The 1-0.
Ball outside.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the stretch. Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Hayes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the belt, the pitch.
That's the ball.
For the current campaign, Hayes is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Here it comes, 1-0. 1-1. With runners in scoring position this season, Hayes brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. 1-1.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. High in the air out to center field. Law is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Thunder are out in front, 3-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Sam Green.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. And it takes just 1 pitch to get the leadoff man here in the 3rd.
Cameron Morrison.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cameron Morrison, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Into the box now, Bo Law, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0. It's the inside part of the zone for a strike. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. bottom of the third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Saul Worthing.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he misses inside with that one, ball one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. This is line to left. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
Now batter, shortstop, Al Hale.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Now at the plate, Hal Hale. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul. I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. The 2-2. Hard hit at third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Now batter, third baseman, Michael Lopez.
Stepping in now, Michael Lopez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ball and a strike. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Runner at second here with one man out. Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Count is full.
And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So stepping in, Tiny Ryan. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
That's in there. Base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
To the plate now, J.J. Zemecki, as he'll take a look at ball one.
1-0.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Ready for another shot now, Brian Cannon. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. From the stretch. Here's a splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
Throw over to first.
No, he's safe.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. Tennessee leads this one 5-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Nate Lacy.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on.
Belted high and deep into right center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The third baseman.
So close, but not enough on the fly ball there, and that's a story these guys have heard before as we take a look at the list of teams with the fewest home runs this year. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. Digging in to try it again, Mike Weir. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Left side. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
The batter, the left fielder, Landon Roberts.
Striding in once again, Landon Roberts. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's out.
Two balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 out, nobody on. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Here's the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
That's the ball.
Full count now, 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Milton Otto.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
1-0.
And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
Ready for another chance? Scott Franchise. He hit a sac fly earlier. The pitch. A ball and no strikes.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Pitch is popped up. Lacey is under it. 2 down.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
Digging in, Mike Hayes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
2-0.
Line drive base hit.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
At the plate, Saul Worthing, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 delivery. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
1-2 the count.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Connor Plank.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. comes the 0-1.
Outside, ball. Hey!
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Hard hit ball to second, reined in. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rocket. Whoa.
Standing in, Rocket Crow. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Popped him up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
The catcher, number 17, Todd Nellis.
Digging in now, Todd Nellis. He'll swing it from the left side right here. From the stretch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 1-1. Ground ball left side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Sam Green is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
2 out with the man at first. Swinging on 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike. Popped up. Lopez is over near the railing as he makes the catch to retire the side. Jermaine McFadden is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
McFadden.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Hal Hale.
Hal Hale.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now the 2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Grounded weakly toward third. And that's the first out.
Now batting.
It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Michael Lopez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Standing in now, Tiny Ryan, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Don't want to forget about him. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. There he goes. In the dirt here. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, JJ.
So here now's the pitcher, J.J. Zemecki, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
The 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. From the stretch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Kirby Ellis will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Ellis.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. That evens it up 1-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Swing and he pops him up. Lopez in foul ground. 1 down.
The center fielder, number 2, Law.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Bo Law. Here comes the first pitch.
No, ball. 1 ball, no strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Nate Lacey. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nicky Cicerelli enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Cicerelli.
Standing in, Brian Hannon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Brian Hannon.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. 1-0.
And he misses again, 2-0. And the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys who would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
Into the box now, Milton Otto.
The first baseman.
As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he misses there, 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Law will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
At the plate, Scott Franchise 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. First offering on its way. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Mike Hayes will be next. Three and 2, full count. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in now, Mike Hayes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a knuckle curve missed that time, 2-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
3-1.
And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. On the ground to the right side. He's got it. And that's the second out.
The center fielder, number 8, Saul Worthing.
Digging in, Saul Worthing. First pitch coming, here it is.
Yeah.
Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 7th inning coming up. Tennessee is out in front here, 7-0. Into the box now, Mike Weir. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Now the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Landon Roberts, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
The 2-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
2-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Connor Klank. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one, into the late innings. and his first pitch strike percentage, less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hard ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Into the box now, Rocket Crow, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, ball. 1-0.
A ball and a strike now. One pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 7-3 game.
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
The catcher, number 17.
At the plate now, Todd Nellis, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
3 runs already home here. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
At the plate, Sam Green. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year. And it's now a 7-4 ball game.
The body language from this hurler right now isn't the best. You can tell that he's struggling a little bit, and he laid one right down the middle right there, and he paid the price for it. That was a bomb.
Alec Duckworth will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pink hitting, number 19.
A ball and no strikes. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. A dozen home runs and 30 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Nope. 3-0. Bo Law would be next. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. John Lawton will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Lawton.
Bo Law will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Knee high. He barehands it. Touche, sir. So 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Thunder are out on top 7-4. Joey Piccinini gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So coming to the plate, Hal Hale. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Hal Hale.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Michael Lopez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Popped him up. Lacey over to his left. 2 down.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Tiny Ryan.
Into the box, Tiny Ryan. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th.
Leading off for the Brewers, the first baseman, Nate Lacey.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball high.
The 1-0.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw down to first, 1 away.
The third base
stepping up to the plate, Mike Weir is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Standing in now, Landon Roberts. 1-0 the count. Here it comes. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper and be willing to work deep into the count.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Cannon is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Octavio Dominguez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Dominguez.
Blake Hamby is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Brian Cannon stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Dominguez, our 5'10" right-hander. This is his second year as a major leaguer. The 0-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result of double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
He's set. Here it comes. Milton Otto swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
0-1. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
1-2.
1-2 as he chases the slider. Chopped toward the second baseman. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Runner at first following the error. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Scott Franchise.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Fastball late. It off well below the knees. Corey Esparza will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 7, Corey Esparza.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
In now, Mike Hayes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Roberts will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Corey Esparza remains in the game, batting 8th and manning first base.
Corey Esparza.
Guy Eaton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one, and stepping up is the shortstop, Connor Clank.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer. Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball to the strike zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Digging in and looking for more, Rocket Crow. First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Hard hit toward the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Into the box, Todd Nellis. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on its drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. So now to the plate, Sam Green, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit back toward the mound. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Thunder jumped out to an early lead. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Lightning and the Kangaroos. These two square off on the diamond right after this. Luke Ward, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Timmy Hinson is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
And they get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
2-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Wesley Ray.
At the plate, Wesley Ray. He went deep in the contest last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Bureau? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate now, Mo Cole. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. There goes the runner. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Ray leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready with the 2-2. Weak roller right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
That is good. The designated hitter, A.J. Valido.
Striding forward now is the DH, A.J. Valido. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. One and one. Here it is. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Two and one. Here it is. Drilled on the ground to short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Striding in, Seth Roberts. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 2 out base runner aboard in the top of the first. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
1 and 2.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Nope.
Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Line drive base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Coming to the plate now, Marty Riggs. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
The 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Lightning on top 1-0. Brad Morrison is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Brummett. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Kevin Brummett.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. Fastball just missed above the zone. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes a left fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, the kid, Esparza.
Stepping in, the kid Esparza. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And the pitch. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
The 0-1 delivery.
The count's 1-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
At the plate, George Logan, and he fouls this one off. He comes into this one at 248. 5 homers and 15 RBIs. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Ryan Hinkle.
Ryan Hinkle.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
First offering on its way. Mike Morton comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Split-fingered fastball there inside. 2-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Now in the box, Eric Piper. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. The 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. And a splitter swung on that time, and that'll be out number 2.
The left fielder, number 9.
So striding forward now, Timmy Hinson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful. Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
1-1 to count. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Stepping in, Wesley Rain. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Left side, but well foul. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. So digging in now, Donnie Roland. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Comes set with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Lays off 2-2 now. Now the pitch.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Adrian Esparza. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set. Now the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Nobody out, runner on first. Squared that one up just a little late. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Hit hard down the line. Dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the box now, Ike Bellamy, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Bellamy is a .270 hitter, a respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. At the ball 1. On the year, Bellamy is slugging over .600. That's an elite level if you're not already aware, so he's got to be dealt with very carefully by opposing arms. Here it comes on 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, John Biggs, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. First and second now, 1 man out. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Standing in now, Edwin Macias, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Ready with the 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Ready with the 2-0.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The set and the 2-1. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Hey, be thankful the batter was sitting on something else. Well, that pitch might have went a long way. Those cement mixers, you get the barrel to them, they can be torched.
And it's fouled away. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And another foul ball. Here's the 2-2. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mo Cole.
For the Lightning, the third baseman, Mo Cole.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Next will be the designated hitter, A.J. Valido, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball in.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
In now, Seth Roberts. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Count even now at 1-1.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Hit hard, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Michael Ryan, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Shortstop, Michael Ryan.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Barehanded at his knees. So one away after the phenomenal defensive effort.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Brummett.
Now at the plate, Kevin Brummett. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike one. Oh and 1, here it comes. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, the kid, Esparza.
Now at the plate, the kid, Esparza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Ball
2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at-bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, George Logan, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's set, now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Two out with a man at first. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. This is in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Now at the plate, Marty Riggs, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The first baseman,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
So now to the plate, Ryan Hinkle. No balls and a strike to count. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Mike Morton stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Morton has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Splitter misses, and it's 1-2 now. Good hard splitter, but it misses. 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
At the plate, Eric Piper, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Taken, but called a strike.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
The left fielder, number 9.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Timmy Hinson. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
The center fielder, number 13. Wesley Ray.
Into the box now, Wesley Ray. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Two and one.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Nashville leads it 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Donnie Roland. He drew a walk his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Now here it comes.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Now the 3-2 pitch. In the air now, out to right field. Hinkle is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Stepping into the box, Adrian Esparza, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ike Bellamy.
Ready now, Ike Bellamy. First delivery to him on the way. Bellamy stands 5'9" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
This guy has been an absolute beast this year so far, leading the team in home runs as he approaches.
Bullet to second base, a fine play, and that ends the inning. Mason Jackson is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Jackson.
Ready once again, Mo Cole. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop-out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
And that's in there for strike one.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Into the box, A.J. Valido. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home. There's a fastball that misses.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
At the plate now, Seth Roberts. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Brummett is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Marty Riggs.
Striding into the box, Marty Riggs. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
A runner on first with 2 away. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. In now, John Biggs. He leads off from the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now the pitch. Popped him up. Roberts moving to his left. One away.
Now batting, right fielder, Edwin Garcia.
Stepping into the box, Edwin Macias. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First offering on its way. Macias, 28 years old. Most of the time he can be found behind the plate, but he's roaming the outfield in this one.
Yeah, crazy athlete, Matty. One thing that does travel to whatever position he's at is that he's got an absolute cannon. That's why he can go to the outfield and moonlight out there. No one's going to test his arm. And then to go back behind the dish and shut down a running game, this guy's a special talent.
To 1-2 now. One out, nobody on. Misses, ball 2. Liner towards second. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Stepping in now, Michael Ryan, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, that's in.
And it's fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
The 2-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The batter, the center fielder, Kevin Brummett.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Brummett. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Hit softly on the ground to first. Right to him. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. New inning set to get underway. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Ryan Hinkle.
Ryan Cinco.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Fouled off. Now the 2-1.
Whoa, damn.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Payoff pitch one more time. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Esparza is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Norton.
Digging in once again, Mike Morton. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's taken for strike one.
0-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
In now, Eric Piper. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Here it comes, 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Runners on first with one down. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 9, Timmy Henson.
Digging in, Timmy Henson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, the kid, Esparza. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter.
At the plate, George Logan. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0 on the way. He's taken strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he fouls this one off. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The next 3-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Johnny Rowland.
Standing in now, Donnie Rowland, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Rowland has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. And it's fouled away. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 1-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in enough.
To the plate now, Adrian Esparza, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hard on the ground toward short. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Doc Huntley takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Into the box now, Ike Bellamy. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Runner! Now the double steal is on here. He swings and misses. Throw down. And an offline throw, but he gets the tag down, and he is out at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run, this is now a 1-run game. We're through 6 full. The Lightning lead this one 2-1. Settling in now, Wesley Ray. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, get down.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Mo Cole.
At the plate, Mo Cole. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Well, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery.
That's ball 2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, A.J. Valido. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
The 1-0.
Down 1-1. Nope, that's a ball. The count is 2-1.
The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now a move over to first, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Ready with another 2-2. Fastball well outside.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, John Biggs, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Riggs looking under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Edwin Macias.
Stepping up now, Edwin Macias. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
shortstop, Michael Ryan.
So striding in, Michael Ryan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Piper is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Colby Farmer has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Farmer.
Seth Roberts will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Robert.
From the stretch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Stepping in now, Marty Riggs. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. On to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer is not gonna do too much damage.
At the plate now, Ryan Hinkle, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
0-2, here it comes. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Mike Morton. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-0. is laid off, but in there for strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One out and a runner on second base. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Eric.
Now batting, Eric Piper. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Comes set, and the 0-1 is in there for strike number 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Stays alive, still 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Right fielder coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Now,
Austin Trout gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. In now, Timmy Hinson as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. One there. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Nashville is on top here, 4-1. Ryan Thigpen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Leading off the inning, Kevin Brummett, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The center fielder, Kevin Brummett.
First offering on its way. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch.
Ball inside.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull the trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off, the kid Esparza.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Fouled off. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And he struck him out. 2nd time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, George Logan. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hard hit towards center. Rain will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Wesley Rain. Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here's the 0-1. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. So stepping in, Mo Cole. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll pull into second with one away.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Into the box now, A.J. Valito. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Runner at second here with one man out. Way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Seth Roberts.
Ready for another shot now. Seth Roberts. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's set, and the pitch. Lined into left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Marty Briggs. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fouled away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Home half of the ninth is straight ahead. Nashville is on top 5-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Donnie Roland, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Still even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Digging in to try it again, Adrian Esparza. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
That's
3-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Here it is on 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Pulled toward right center field. And that will pop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard-hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
At the plate now, Ike Bellamy. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
1 out and a runner on second base. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, catcher, John Biggs.
Riding in once again, John Biggs. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Men on third with 2 down. One and one the count now. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. Now the 2-1. Bat splinters as this is on the ground to first base. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. In tight, ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Clark Levy takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Ready for another chance, Edwin Macias. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In there, 0-1. Levy has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Another one sent foul. Ready with another 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. Nashville jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brad Morrison earns his 5th winner of the year. Luke Ward was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the home team, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.